Hey YouTube, this is our corner, and on our corner we do what we want. So today we're going to talk about things related to outer space, including rogue black holes, a space rock that slams into the moon, and whether or not you believe there is life on Saturn's moons when you see the pictures the James Webb Telescope sent back.
Though an estimated 100 million black holes roam our Milky Way galaxy, these objects are invisible and so very difficult to detect. Astronomers now believe they may have precisely measured the mass of an isolated black hole for the first time. After 6 years of observations, NASA's Hubble Space Telescope found evidence for a lone blast crushed by the star's own gravity into a black hole. Because the detonation is asymmetrical,
What's that remind you of, y'all?
the black hole may get a kick, sending it careening through our galaxy. Hubble detected the magnified and deflected light from a star lined up exactly behind the potential black hole as its intense gravity warps space itself. The measurements indicate the black hole weighs 7 solar masses and is traveling through space at 100,000 miles per hour. But don't worry, there's a lot of space between Earth and this roaming black hole.
And my guess is space rock, isn't it, when you see the size of this explosion? Look at that, y'all. They gonna run it back. Hold on. What exactly do you think that is? Boom. The crater created from the impact is thought to be a dozen meters in diameter. 12 meters. I'm not good with the metric system. Gonna go on a limb and say 36 feet, somewhere around there. This does not seem right to me. I hate the metric system. It's a big ass explosion for 36 feet. And that for the creme de la creme. What you're looking at right here is a picture of Saturn's moon. I don't know. To me that looks like water. To me that looks like land. Kind of similar to the images that we see of Earth, if you will, in the textbooks and whatnot. But this is what the James Webb Telescope sent back. So let's take a look at this. Look at those pictures. Look how vivid that is. I wonder if in the pictures they used anything to brighten it up or something. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like all the pictures from the James Webb Telescope have been pretty clear like this. That is just eerily blue and green to me. What do you guys think? Could there possibly be life on Saturn's moons? And why are they looking for all this stuff out there? What exactly are they taking all these pictures for? Why are there explosions going on in the moon? Why are they trying to get to outer space so bad? Let me know in the comments below. And last but not least, last but not least, let's take a look at this and answer the question whether or not you think we're living in the multiverse. What is the multiverse? And maybe an astrophysicist can help us explain it.
Do we live in a multiverse? No. I mean, yes. I mean, maybe. Look, it's kind of complicated and we're not exactly sure. I'm Paul Sutter.
Disclaimer. I don't know that this guy's an astrophysicist. I don't know this guy from the video he just popped on. It's just as good as me saying I'm an astrophysicist. But I'll take him at his word, because it says so right here. So for your entertainment and mine, let's get back to it.
And this is Paul Explains, the show where I, explain. First, let's define what we mean by multiverse. We have the universe, which is by definition all the things. It's all the stars, all the planets, all the people and aliens. It's all the bits of fluff just floating around in the void. It is the entire thing. It's all the stuff. So, in one sense, there's no such thing as the multiverse because the universe is already defined to be all the things. But maybe there are patches of the universe that have different physics or different realities. They have different forces or different particles. And this is what we refer to as the multiverse. Now, do we live in a multiverse? Maybe, maybe not. One of the most promising ways physically to get a multiverse is through something called inflation.
Buzzword. Keyword. I'm just saying. That was just a joke. Bad joke. Keep going.
Inflation is our model of one of the earliest and most momentous events in the history of the universe. In the inflation model, when our universe was barely getting started, when it was a billionth of a billionth of a billionth of a billionth of a second old, it became very large. It went from the size of, say, an atomic nucleus to around the size of a baseball. And this event has the possibility of never ending, of inflation, of the universe just always getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. And what we call the universe is just one small pocket of that much larger volume of the true universe. And in our little pocket, when inflation ended for us, we ended up with one set of physics and one set of forces and one set of particles and one set of reality. But past the confines of our little bubble, the greater universe is still going, still doing its thing, still inflating, and different pieces of it pinch off on their own with their own physics. Now, it's possible that inflation can lead to a multiverse. We don't know if inflation really happened. We suspect it did, but we're not entirely sure. And we're not sure if inflation demands
Oh, I can't stand the fact that he keeps saying inflation like that. And then if I were to go turn on the news, that's all I would hear is inflation, inflation, inflation. That's why I try and stay away from that stuff. Keep going.
the existence of a multiverse. It's possible that inflation just happened once and did it throughout the universe and that this is it. Or not. We've looked for evidence for multiverse and have come up short. Like if another neighboring universe intersects with the bubble of our universe, we might be able to see signals of that, and we haven't seen anything. That doesn't rule it out yet, but there's no conclusive evidence for it. Even if there were a multiverse, we would never ever be able to access any of those other universes. We wouldn't be able to visit them. They wouldn't be able to visit us. For all intents and purposes, they wouldn't exist. So, when it comes to multiverse, whether it exists or not, just focus on our universe, because really, it's the only one we got.
Oh yeah, love it. That summed it up in a nutshell for me as well. It's pretty good.